Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Sharon and Daniel share an emotional encounter, and Billy confronts Adam and Chelsea about Baltimore. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In the park, Nick's stoked that Faith carved out time to spend with him. She tells him coming back to Genoa City was the medicine she needed to get over her breakup. She still misses Moses but is ready to move on. Nick asks, so, a new Moses? Faith may find a new guy. He asks if she has any prospects and she says, a few. Nick asks where he met these guys. She thinks this is getting weird. Nick suggests she talk to Sharon about it. Faith says she's been checked out lately. Nick has noticed that too. Faith's not panicking, but she is kind of worried. At home, Sharon opens her door and sighs. What am I looking for? She tells herself that Nick did not come back and did not kiss her. So why am I imagining it? Closing the door, she walks back inside and imagines Cassie. She cries, I miss you so much, I wish you were here, real. Her mind is showing her what she wants to see, she realizes. Cassie disappears. Sharon grabs her purse and leaves. In the park, Nick asks Faith if something specific has happened with her mom. Faith says she sometimes drifts off. Nick attributes that to her meds. Faith caught her looking through the Cassie scrapbook again. She just seems so sad. It was hard to watch. Nick says the pain you experience after losing a child never leaves. He's confident she'll get through this. Faith says she's seen other things that make her wonder if she actually will. She literally stares at nothing. Nick's seen it too and says she needs time to adjust to her new meds. She's also working herself ragged. He has to believe she'll get better soon. Faith stuns him by saying she's not really working and has missed a bunch of meetings. They've noticed she's lost her appetite too. Faith says, as for her meds, I'm not sure she's even taking them. Nick questions her, and Faith says she's seen her pick up her pill bottle, stare at it, and put it back down. She doesn't even open the bottle. She hasn't asked her about it. Nick's glad she told him. The more information they have, the sooner they can get Sharon back to feeling her best. Chelsea finds Adam in his office and tells him these video calls with Connor's doctors make her nervous. What if it's bad? Adam reminds her it could be good. Chelsea's scared. They get online with the doctor, who tells them Connor is doing great and there have been no more attempts at self-harm. They're recommending that he transition to outpatient treatment, which means he'll have his therapy sessions in Genoa City. Chelsea and Adam are overjoyed and embrace. Adam asks if she's sure he's ready to come home. They wouldn't recommend it if they didn't. Chelsea says they'd have so many questions. The doctor says they'll need to work as a team because the journey isn't over. They ask how to ensure he doesn't harm himself again. The doctor thinks he reached a turning point, and they'll give them tools to handle any setbacks. Adam grins, how soon can we come get him? Billy finds Sally at Crimson Lights and guesses what she's taking in her coffee. He gets it right. She asks if he's there to surprise Chelsea. Billy says they have plans to get together later. He asks about Adam. Sally says he told her he lost his cool with Chelsea in Baltimore. Billy thinks that's weak. Sally says it's been weighing on him. Billy asks, and you believe him? Sally says he feels terrible. Billy gets a sense that there's more going on. Sally thinks he's picking up on the undercurrents of worry about Connor. Billy's feeling it from Chelsea too. Sally doesn't know what else it could be unless they're protecting Connor's privacy about something. Billy wonders if Adam took it too far. They both know Chelsea's history and he has to make sure she doesn't go to a dark place again. Sally asks if he really thinks Adam would take it to that extent. Billy wouldn't put anything past Adam Newman. At Society, Sharon runs into Daniel, who asks if she's okay. She wonders why he'd ask that. He shrugs that she seems agitated. She snaps, maybe that's because I am. Daniel knows it's not his business, but if there's anything he can do. She says there isn't. Unless he can time travel. He frowns. Sharon says he can't stop thinking about Cassie. I miss her so much. Daniel knows she does. Sharon asks, why now though? That's what I can't figure out. Everywhere she goes she's reminded of her. She's so alive in her photos, it's like some cruel joke seeing such life in her smile and knowing it's all been erased and she's gone. Daniel says, I am so sorry. Sharon reflects that reliving all of this has been so brutal. The accident and profound loss just keeps playing over and over in her mind. Daniel guesses that seeing him is the last thing she needed. Isn't it hard for her to even talk to him knowing the role he played in it? Sharon explains that recently, she's been re-experiencing some of the emotions she felt when Cassie died. Daniel needs her to know how incredibly sorry he is. His choices that night still haunt him. Sharon asks him to stop. I don't want to think about it. Daniel's not trying to make things worse. Are you at least talking to someone to work through it? Sharon doesn't need a therapist. She'll be fine. She apologizes for laying all this on him. Sharon notes she's not usually so blunt, but she's been sounding off lately. Daniel says this may be hard to hear coming from him, but he would say that what she's going through is just further proof of what an impact Cassie's life had. Sharon says, so you're saying that my unusual candor is a good thing? He thinks it's a direct reflection of how much she loved her. How can that be a bad thing? In Crimson Lights, Sally thinks Billy is trying to get her to question Adam's character. Billy's just trying to make sense of their behavior. He thinks the four of them should sit down and try to talk it out. They have to let them know there's no secrets and clear the air of doubts. Sally asks, what is going on, Billy? At Newman Media, Chelsea and Adam rejoice about their baby coming home, but she's also worried. Adam arranges for the jet. Chelsea asks, what if we mess it up? She reminds him they have to work as a team. Adam says they've always been a team. This is happening. The doctors are all on board. We're going to be picking up our little boy in a matter of hours. They embrace and then awkwardly part. They get on a video chat with Connor, who feels like he's ready to come home. Chelsea gushes about his big smile. Connor tells her to pump the brakes. Adam jokes that his mom is being extra. Connor's not impressed with his dad trying to talk cool. They tell him he's coming home today, and he signs off to pack. Adam supposes that Connor will want to live with her. Chelsea would love that, she's just nervous they're going to do something wrong. Adam says there will be glitches, but Connor has tools to cope. They also know what to look for. They beam over bringing their brave boy home. At Society, Sharon grabs her takeout and tells Daniel she really appreciates him understanding everything. She asks if he talks about Cassie. Daniel says, not nearly enough. He lets her know she can always unload on him. Lucy walks in as Sharon thanks him. He thanks her for not telling Lucy the whole story. Sharon hopes he'll tell her about the best sides of Cassie. My daughter's memory deserves to stay alive. She walks out as Lucy texts Faith asking to hear about the pool party. Daniel and Lucy sit down and he asks her about the pool party. She says it was good. He asks how she got home. He was supposed to pick her up, but she said she was getting a ride. It's important for her to know who she's driving with, and that they haven't been drinking. Lucy says it was a ride share with a 5-star driver. Does this have something to do with Sharon? She looked kind of upset when she was leaving. Does he really think she doesn't know about Cassie? Lucy says she did a little research online when her mom let it slip that he was part of the accident. She knows that Cassie tried to drive him home when he'd been drinking, crashed the car, and died not long after that. Daniel talks about how much it hurt. He pushes it down, but seeing Sharon brings it all back. He admits that the accident and Cassie's loss is something he deeply regrets to this day, and always will. Daniel tells Lucy he wouldn't have kept Cassie's accident a secret from her forever. He would have discussed it when she was old enough to drink. Lucy notes she's the age now that Cassie was when she died. Daniel reminds her that's why it's important that she listen to what he's saying about accepting rides with people. Lucy asks if he thinks about it. Daniel says it sometimes hits him when he runs into Sharon, Nick, or Maria, or when his teen daughter starts asking to go to parties.